Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have finished Torna, the Golden Country. Audio language English, absolutely. Although it's interesting to give me the option there. I was really not expecting that. Have I had that in previous Tales games? I actually don't think I have. By the way, hello. Whoops. Welcome to Tales of Berseria. I have been waiting a good and long time to get to this game. I will tell you what. For those of you that are new here, I know that the first videos I make of a series always are the ones that get the most people watching, so if you don't know who I am, if you don't know me, my name is Dameol. This is a Tales game. I've played a lot of them. I'm sorry to talk over the intro, but... I'm really not sorry to talk over the intro. It's my channel, my rules. Tales of Berseria. Okay, there's actually music. I've also heard that there may be a copyright strike because I'm letting this play, but you know what? I'll fight it like I fight them all. Oh, look at that. What the hell is that? I swear I played a game with him as the main character. He's like a little wizard and he runs around. I said English and spoken language. I demand a new intro. Okay, that was a little... Hey, here's the introduction to this character. They burned to death. It's interesting that, because I obviously know enough about this game to know who Velvet is, or Violet, or whatever her damn name is, but she is definitely being framed in this intro as the villain, at least in terms of color scheme. You know, you have all of these characters wearing all white and princely, and then she's wearing black and red. Interesting little twist into it. You know, you have this like very deep, harsh metal going on, and then the end it just ends with serene piano. Piano of serenity. All right. So I am ready for this. Obviously, guys, this is a blind run. That means do not spoil me on stuff. Don't tell me plot points. If I'm doing something stupid, if I'm not playing correctly, you can like let me know about that for sure. I would like to figure the game out myself, but obviously if there's things I'm not noticing about the controls, go for it. If there's side content, for the most part, don't tell me. But if it's like big... No, you don't need to play again. If it's big, like, hey, there's this actual side quest that exposes or like expounds upon this character's like backstory, yeah, let me know about that. I definitely do want to know. You know, I want to experience this game, and so if there's stuff, here's the way I always describe it, alright? Final Fantasy VII is the most popular RPG of all time, so I'm using it as my kind of example. I won't really spoil it very much, but, you know, I would want someone to tell me about Yuffie and Vincent. Like, not knowing about those characters at all, because they are missable, really affects your appreciation of the series, so tell me that. You know, tell me about how to get the extra scenes, you know, up about Aerith and Hojo. Like, those are worthwhile. Telling me about Knights of the Round or the Gold Chocobo don't really enhance my, you know, enjoyment of the game's plot. They're just extra stuff you can do. So I don't need to know about that stuff. And frankly, Knights of the Round kind of trivializes the game to a certain degree. And I definitely want to enjoy the game the way it's meant to be played. And so a lot of side quests, if you do them to, like, everything that you can, then you just end up not being able to do anything. Like, or more correctly, not being able to enjoy the game because you go over everything. What are you doing not at max resolution? Full screen. Okay, I can't go any higher. I have a good computer. I want everything. Give me everything. Oh, there's more stuff. We will see if this breaks my computer. I'm going to hope it doesn't. Alright, controller settings. I am using a game, and I'm going to assume these are all correct. Downloadable content. Let me just see what's in here, and if I want any of it. I didn't even know there was downloadable content. I probably should have found that. So let's see here. The adventure items super pack, don't care. Costume pack. I may pick up the costume packs later. I'm not necessarily. Damn, they're really trying to milk you for some like extra costumes, aren't they? But I want to make sure I get my full party because I'm not zooming in right here because I don't necessarily want to know about what all is available. And the big reason for that is like I don't even know who the characters are outside of Velvet. So I don't want to get spoiled on who joins me and who doesn't. Okay, I will set this to moderate. I always, I don't. Basically, I want something that's challenging without the need to grind. So, all right, input buffer windows. I mean, honestly, I don't know what to choose on that one, but short was the default, so we'll take it. All right. And so, many shortcuts here that don't have anything associated with them. And it was arts, equipment, fashion, strategy, synopsis, and world map. Sure. Looks good. Okay, my god, there's a lot of stuff. We're starting. I'm done messing with options when I haven't even really seen the game. Hey, it's a blood moon. I'm playing Bloodborne. What is it with the villains that always laugh in the middle of fires? Sephiroth's the only one who didn't, which was why he's the best villain. Alright, so I know this has some relation with to Zestiria and the fact that like people turn into demons when they're bad. Okay, I'm guessing the black-haired one is me. And this is probably a flashback, because I can't imagine myself playing as a little kid.
I'm going back to help Celica.
Oh, that's a guy?
I'm so
Whoops.
scared. Arthur, please.
You'll be just fine with these.
Here, eat this apple. It'll make you feel like more of an asshole.
Herself. They'll give you the courage you need to survive.
They will.
Sure they will. Now, have I ever lied to you?
Yo, he's lied to you many
I'll come
times.
back
You just don't
for
know it
when
yet.
Celica is safe.
Interesting.
It's
So
scary,
the one crying and being
but
a
don't
whiner
give in to
is the one
fear.
I don't think is me.
Don't despair, no matter what.
I won't. I promise. After all, I'm Laffy's older sister, and your student.
All right. Wow, it's a very, very dark scene. Everything bathed in the light of the blood moon.
Celica!
Wait, did the other girl just run off? That may not have been the best decision you've ever made. Is that our teacher? I couldn't really tell who that was because his head was down.
Arthur, help us!
Nope, not our teacher. What the hell? Okay, so apparently, crucifixion is a thing in this game. I realized that wasn't really crucifixion. Oh, that's kind of funny. I talked before about how this was Bloodborne, and then the first enemy that we're fighting is a werewolf. Which is awesome. I really like Bloodborne. Never mind, we only get to fight in the cutscene. There goes my joke. My joke is ruined.
On that day, the world began to change. Men and beasts possessed by evil spirits, hunting and killing anyone they could.
Interesting, but
But even in the depths of despair, only two things matter to me. The taste of blood-soaked flesh. And revenge upon one man.
So this must be a prequel to Zestiria. Because...
Luffy, time to wake up.
I'm trying to analyze.
Okay. Morning. I told you to stop calling me Luffy. I'm not a little kid anymore.
Is that a guy too?
Grumble, grumble, huh? You must be feeling good.
What's up with this game and everyone being a trap?
Bit of a fever, I'm afraid. At least the new medicine's supposed to come today. Until then, you stay in bed, got it? What?
Got it.
Aw, but I wanted to go to the Cape.
You wear capes, not
Sorry,
go to them.
You'll have to wait. Can I at least read a book?
Don't trouble your sister, Laphicet.
Wow, if my name was Laffy, said I'd go by Laffy too.
Arthur, done chopping firewood?
Yeah, enough to last through winter. But there's something else I need to take care of. Sorry, but medicine money will have to wait a bit.
I can earn it myself then. Bring down a few prickle boars, and I'll have plenty to offer in trade.
On your own?
Arthur's first maxim. Plans must be solid and reactions flexible.
All right. I shouldn't doubt my students' abilities. Sorry to put you in a spot.
I'm sorry, Velvet.
Don't be sorry.
Oh, hey!
She needs
what's
this. This is
everyone
background
apologizing
information for her rise to
We're a
heroics.
family, right?
Right. I'll see you later.
I whipped up some porridge for you, okay? Be back by evening. Thank you. Be careful, Velvet.
All right. So we finally get to control things. Apparently I don't get to fight the werewolf. That's pretty lame, if you ask me. So yeah, this is apparently a prequel to Zestiria, because in Zestiria, the whole thing about people becoming monsters, while not, I guess, generally known, it was certainly a thing that was around, and Velvet just said that on that day, the day that Arthur got crucified, I'm going to keep calling it that, even though I know it's not, was when that happened. Although I guess it could also be a sequel in that day society lost its presumption, and people stopped trying to live peacefully with one another, and just everyone just gave in and said, nope, this is the world now. What's a loft? I've got to tell you, I lived in a loft apartment at one point in my life, and I loved it. Oh, but I can't jump off? Oh, lame. I mean, they at least let you jump there, but if you're going to try and have a realized three-dimensional environment, then, do it. Go for it. I say I'm sorry. The previous Tales games didn't really let you do free roaming around, so I shouldn't really expect it from this one, but the way it was set up, I just did.
Rest up, all right? Don't forget to take some gels with you. You're careless sometimes. I'll be fine. You just make sure. Don't worry about me. I'll be in bed resting.
Give him a book.
Better be. Keep warm, and no going outside. Sheesh, you don't trust me at all. It'll get dark if you don't leave soon.
So it looked like I had a quest, but apparently my quest is not to be an idiot, which is a very difficult quest for me to achieve. Any map showing your surroundings is displayed in the upper left of the screen. You can use it to check on locations, your next objective, shops, and more. Press RB to main story objective in the upper right.
If I'm on the hunt for prickle boars, I'd better try the tranquil woods outside of town. This is for Laufey's medicine, so I can't mess this up.
I love that, like, her outlook on life is, mess things up. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, this time I can't mess things up. So I pressed left bumper and no map came up. So apparently, the survey says that was a lie. Oh, not survey, it's polygraph, is that what they always said? I can't remember, I never really watched Mari or Jerry Springer or any of those, so I'm not 100% on the lingo. I should probably not try and make fun of things I don't know about. Okay, so exploring does things. We have for Arthur and Celia's unborn child. Sent the gravestones for Velvet's parents and her sister Celica. Now that's confusing. No, it's not. Derpy derp. For some reason, I thought that we had like seen the part where Arthur dies, and then we flash back. But of course, you know, Velvet was a little kid then, so this can't be before then. This little life will spread its wings and soar through the skies. So no, obviously Arthur did not, in fact, die. And we saw him standing. I wonder if that was actually he was standing below whoever he was fighting, and I just mistakenly thought that was Arthur that got crucified. But instead, you know, that's actually some very advanced technique that Arthur knows that like launches someone to the air and then impales them on pillars of light. Because hey, this is a Tales game, and I would not put it past him. Hello, people. Talking to himself, was he? Oh, God, I can't. Now that you mention it, he used to have the same habit, didn't he? Completely true. I was heading back from the I saw Lufus talking to somebody. He was all alone. Is that right, Othello? Meow. Interesting, Othello was a black and white cat. Othello, the Moor of Venice. Things change earlier every year. Wonder what could be causing it all. So it's interesting that we're out here in this very, very minimally defended village if, like, all kinds of people turned evil and started trying to eat each other.
Ever since the opening 7 years ago, this world's really gone crazy. Famine, freezing weather, and worst of all, this demon blight that's turning people into monsters.
Why does it say demon blight when it's clearly Damon blight?
Can really turn into those things. It's a nightmare.
Does no one know what causes demon blight? Or how to heal it?
No. What we do know is that when people turn into those monsters, I mean, demons, they gain incredible strength and attack humans on sight.
Whoever named it the opening named it right. It's like someone opened a portal directly to hell.
Come to think of it, Celica died during the opening, didn't she? It might be a good thing she died when she did. She didn't have to suffer through all of this.
It's good that my sister died? How can you say that?
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, that is a
mean
pretty
it that
jerk-assy thing to
You're
say.
a real idiot, you know that? Sorry about him, Velvet.
That reminds me of those, like, terrible, terrible people that are like, it's a good thing your father passed away, so he doesn't have to see you acting like this. Oh my god. I never had anyone in my family do that, but I've gotten so angry when I hear other people doing it, because it's just like, it's just the worst thing you can do.
Hey, Velvet. Is Laphicet feeling better?
No, not yet. He needs a little more rest, I think.
Aw, too bad. Tell him I'm looking forward to hunting beetles with him again when he's
Aw.
better.
Right, got it. Laphicet's illness sure is persistent. Yeah, that fever still keeps coming back, like clockwork. The medicine always helps a little bit, but still.
That sounds terrible. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Thanks, but we'll be fine. At least we've got Arthur to take care of anything that needs muscle. And before he came, Celica raised me and Laufey all by herself. So now I have to do my best too.
You sound just like your sister. That optimism must run in the family.
I do? That's
Now, that's
nice
an interesting
of you
thing to say. That optimism must run in the family, even after we just heard that she eventually dedicates her life to
I
nothing.
should probably stock up on a few things before I go into the forest. I don't have a lot of money to
Okay,
spare.
I'm talking.
Like Arthur always says, battles are won and lost with the preparations made before the first strike.
But yeah, because we know that she eventually gets consumed with the desire of human flesh. Although I'm guessing she, dedicates herself to people that need to be killed. And then revenge on a single person. They're like, that optimism must run in the family, so... Obviously, that's not a mistake. I'm not making fun of the game, but it is an interesting twist to have. They're doing a pretty good job introducing her character, I've got to say. Leaves are really starting to fall. Must be time to roasting us some potatoes. Ah, hello there, Velvet. Hi. Busy as always, I see. Yeah, gotta feed the family and all. Oh, need some vegetables. Feel free to take a few. Really, I might take you up on the offer. Alright, so obviously cooking's in this game. It's a piggy! If you ask me, wild prickle boar meat beats for pig meat any day of the week, but still. There's fried cutlets, bacon, ribs, toast, roast rat pig, and the ears. Those are simply delectable. Wow, this poor thing. Like, there's this little adorable kid that's innocent as the world is young, and just comes up and be like, I want to eat you. Hey, Velvet. You need hunting supplies. Come to me. There's anyone else to go, mind. Okay, so I have 200 gold. Okay, and what is up here? Hello, person. Person, lady. Well, hey there, Velvet. Have you heard the news? There's some folks going around pretending to be exorcists and tricking villagers out their money. So they can see things that are invisible to ordinary eyes. You've heard that one before, right? Are you talking about Arthur? That's just a rumor. Trying times we live in, however you slice it. Just saying we can't afford to be too careful.
The demon blight is a punishment sent to us by the Empyreans for forgetting the old prayers.
The Empyreans are jerks.
The 4 Empyreans created the world. The 1 Empyrean shall bring it to peace. Be afraid. When contradiction permeates this world, the time of suppression will be upon us.
Are you okay? Want me to take you home?
No! Don't treat me like a child!
All right, then.
Oh, it's you, Velvet. If you're going to the Cape, take care.
Don't fall into the Shrine of Tranquility, right? I know. I'm not a kid.
Of course, of course. You're 13 now,
Wow,
aren't
she's
you?
13?
I'm 16.
Okay. I was like, she doesn't look like a 13-year-old. It is interesting that the quests in this game... Someone told me they liked how Berseria handled the side quests. I didn't quite know what they meant, but it does look like the side quest marking is just extra information about the world, not necessarily, go and get 3 pig ears. Hey, Velvet. Off to pickle boars again? Take care of the class, I'm hungry, and that makes them meaner than ever. Still, I hear the beasts are following demon blight just like humans these days. Well, that is kind of terrifying.
Come to think of it, Arthur hasn't requested his favorite dinner in a while. There's been so much going on.
Interesting.
And the village always has him out hunting. Maybe he's just worn out? That does it. I'll cook him up some prickle boar stew, just like Celica taught me. That ought to pick him right up. A healthy portion of nourishing meat cures fevers and weariness alike.
Meat! So that's cool. Down at the bottom, I just happened to notice there was a Y, and I actually thought that would be what allowed me to save. Alright, go ahead and save. And apparently quick saving is a thing, which is awesome. Say outlaws hold up in Morgana Woods all came down with demon blight. Consider defending the village. Yeah, but you were saying things like this wouldn't stand up against assault by demons. Maintaining it when there's so few of us. We need to build something stronger. Is this the way to go? This is Morgana Woods. I need to go to the Tranquil Woods. Interesting. I wonder why there's a wood named after the cat from Persona 5. I saw that. I was like, there's a glowy thing. I found you, glowy thing. So this is the first one of pay attention to your surroundings. The closest thing is not always the area you want to go to. Obviously, we'll go to the Morgana Woods eventually, but... Now that's interesting. So this shows that you can go that way, but you actually can't. Or at least you can't yet.
This area looks promising.
So the other question I have is, how will engagements work? Are they just things on the field, or will I have to engage? Like,
There! Prickle boar!
interesting, I couldn't swing. That's based on the number of souls these characters are. Souls? What am I, a freaking, Shang Tsung now? Combination of B, Y, and A. That's weird, so... X isn't one? By stunning, defeating, or inflicting status ailments, you can get soul life with more combos.
Right, here goes!
Oh, we're fighting now. Is blocking a thing? Yes. Okay.
Is that all?
I sure don't take a whole lot of damage from that, but obviously that's a tutorial, so I'm probably not supposed to. When they have an enemy on the field initiates a battle. It is achieved by attacking your opponents with each of their HP to 0. In an unreal battle, you can run towards the line's edge, cause the escape gauge to rise.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
That is how it's done. Good job, Velvet.
The cold weather's been terrible on everyone's crops, but at least the city will buy our prickle-boar meat now. Luffy and Arthur have been hoping the village could start raising them, but they can just be so temperamental. I wonder if they could be bred with more docile pigs. What would we call them? Oinkle-boars? Nah, doesn't sound appetizing. What about Piggleboar? Yeah, Piggleboar! That's a cute name. Maybe too cute, though. We wouldn't
I was
want
gonna
to
say, do you want to
discourage
eat
people
things that
from
are
eating
cute?
them.
I do really like the... It's interesting, they've changed a few things, like select doesn't cause skits anymore like it always did before. It's now Y. But I do like the new icon, and it seems to... Interesting. Is that what I'm not supposed to fall into? Was the warning to not do something you're literally prohibited from doing? Arc use of the soul gauge. When SHLC you can soul attack, you'll be knocked back and try and defend. LB to defend. Thing also greatly increased. Okay.
Right, here goes! Arthur's second maxim. Know your foes and strike where they're weak.
Oh, I miss dodging being a thing. Like, I'm sorry, defending is just
all?
infinitely more boring than dodging. Wait, I've got a freaking sword? What? Why am I not using that? Why am I just kicking boars to death? Interesting, so all of my attacks are arts now? Kicking is an art, and side kicking is an art. There's a treasure that can be found in various places of the world. It contains different kinds of items. Copper chests contain consumables. Ooh, it's not going to tell me the other kind of chests. It's going to wait for me to find them. Look at it being a tricky dicky. Interesting. Well, you know I want to find out what's on the other side. Break on through to the other side. Ah, that's unfortunate. I was going to see if I could run, but apparently no. I can walk. I'm not allowed to run. Okay, I can't do that either. So it's also interesting, the maps, I won't say the maps lie to you, because I don't think that's quite accurate. But the maps definitely show areas without any real concern with whether you can actually access them or not. Which I actually don't mind. I think it makes the exploration a little less tedious. Because you're actually, like, the map to a certain degree kind of spoils exploration, because it's like, you can go here, but not here. But instead, it definitely seems as though the map is just like, well, here's the overall area, but you still have to look around and figure out how to progress by yourself. Haven't I already hunted?
Right, here goes! Not bad.
I still do not like that I don't really know, as a weak attack, strong attack, I mean, like I have 3 buttons to attack, but I don't quite know what the difference is yet.
This should be enough to cover the medicine. I'd better bring these to the store. This place isn't safe. That hole's gotten bigger. I've told them 1,000 times they ought to build a fence, but they keep saying it's forbidden land. Even Celica used to scare me with it. She was always, "This is a gateway to the underworld." Well, I'm too old to keep falling for that nonsense.
It won't let me fall in, will it? Nope. Interesting. This almost feels like it might be where Saray climbed out at the end, like in the epilogue of Zestiria. I'm not sure, but he definitely was in an ancient ruin underground, and he had to climb his way. Alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and end the first episode. Obviously, again, if you're new here, make sure, oh my gosh, I feel so dirty saying this, but make sure to hit that subscribe button, and you'll know when I upload more stuff. Overall, this channel, and I don't usually chill out at the end, which is why I'm bad at it, but the channel, I try to have slightly more thoughtful Let's Plays. I don't try and get super hype and be like, oh my god, did you see that? She went a kick, because I think that's annoying and stupid, and so I don't do it. See you next time, guys. Thank you very much for being here.